What's going on, everybody? This is a talking disaster, and I'm John O'Brien. Of course, look at this, a new setting. This is my basement, as you can tell with the Steelers and sadly the Pirates stuff up there. Um, let's just get right into it. But first of all, Happy New Year to you all. This has been a great New Year's Day. I feel great. Didn't do a lot last night, right? Total lie. Um, I feel fine. Head doesn't hurt. I'm not tired. My stomach doesn't hurt. None of that applies to this at all. We got the Winter Classic on right now. The only reason why it's on right now is because the Rose Bowl is at halftime. It's a very entertaining game between the Utah Utes and the Ohio State Buckeyes. But there is NFL football on tomorrow. There were no Thursday night sluggers. We're done with the Thursday night football matchups. So the podcast is just going to get lazier with when it uploads because there's no reason for me to post it on Thursday now. So, okay, let's get into the top 10 teams in the NFL, according to me. I don't like this angle because it's looking up at me. If you're listening on Spotify, it doesn't matter, but I don't like this angle because I feel like my face looks so much fatter. Like I don't like that. It's such a girly thing to be upset about, but I don't care. All right, let's get into the top 10 teams. Number 10. They've been top 5 for a long time. The Arizona Cardinals are 10. I don't like how they're playing right now. I don't like their style. It's a very beatable style. It can be deadly when used correctly. And I think they're kind of losing grasp of what they're good at. So I have them at 10. Number 9, the New England Patriots. They fell back a little bit too. I think the Patriots are still one of the best teams in the AFC, but the AFC is looking a lot better now. The rest, the next 3 teams are AFC teams that had really good weeks. 8, the team that beat the Patriots, the Buffalo Bills. I really like the way they're playing. Maybe this week they're going to lay a complete egg again, and then we're going to have no clue if they're good or not again for the millionth time this year. Number 7, we have the Cincinnati Bengals. Wow. Bengals blow out the Ravens. I mean, Josh Johnson, but Burrow and that offense, man, those receivers are so good. Must be nice. 3 receivers, like I think the lowest total, like Tyler Boyd had 83 yards. He had the worst day of the receivers. Like, and he had a touchdown too. Like that's how crazy they were on Sunday. Number 6, we have the Indianapolis Colts, maybe the hottest team in the league right now. They could climb up this chart a little bit. I'm just going to tell you right now, the Titans are not on this list. I don't think the Titans are better than any of the teams I just named. And I think they are so beatable, it hurts. Why do you hate the Titans so much? I don't know. I really like, I'll be honest. I'm not paid to do this. I have a bias towards them. I don't know what it is. I don't like them. I really don't. I'm more biased to them than the Patriots and Ravens. Like, bro, like I can't stand the Titans. But I just think with Tannehill, they are so one-dimensional, and they have to ask Tannehill to consistently play amazing, which is just not who he is. So when you don't have Derrick Henry, I don't buy you at all. So I don't think the Titans are very good. Number 5, the Dallas Cowboys. Wow. You know what, Dak Prescott, I got something to say to you because the last 3 weeks of my fantasy season, I really appreciate this, buddy. You put up 30 points altogether. And then in the first half against Washington, you put up 30 points. Made my day. Thanks. And I lost my fantasy game, just to be clear. So it didn't matter. Like I was playing nobody. I'm in the 5th place game now. Thanks, Dak. Appreciate it. Number 4, we have the LA Rams, the L to the A to the Rams. Yeah, I like the Rams. I think they're really good. I just don't think they are going to go far in the playoffs. I could see them losing, and I kind of have that same fear with the Cowboys. Number 3, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Buccaneers are actually ranked in the actual standings. They're 4th. They are ranked below the Rams and the Cowboys and obviously the Packers. But I think they are better than the Rams and Cowboys personally. I think it's going to be hard to find somebody that disagrees with that because just of who they are and what they've experienced. But man, if Brady can't figure it out with those receivers, they are in trouble because you're starting to see the value of Chris Godwin very quickly. That receiving core without Chris Godwin is not good. It's not bad, obviously. It's not bad at all. It's still capable of winning a lot, but you could tell his absence, is very big. You can tell. So number 2, we have the Kansas City Chiefs. They were really in the holiday spirit by beating up the Steelers. Thanks. I thought this was the time of giving and being nice. The Steelers were being nice. I think the Chiefs are just greedy, and they are a greedy football team, and they're just kind of mean. Like they're just mean-spirited, and it's the Christmas spirit, and you're gonna do it. That's like it's Christmas, bro. Like what's wrong with you? But let's talk about somebody who was in the Christmas spirit. That is number 6, Baker Mayfield. He threw 4 interceptions to the best team in football, and that is who is at number 1, the Green Bay Packers. The run defense was a little sus. Okay, this is weird. So watching the Winter Classic, the Pledge of Allegiance, Jesus. The Star Spangled Banner's on. Should I be standing right now? Okay, got you. Oh. I don't know. Like, should I just keep going on with this? See, I don't get like this with hockey players. They just stand. It's cold in Minnesota. Dude, it's like I checked the weather for this. It's like negative 9 degrees for this game. If anybody doesn't know what the Winter Classic is, it's a hockey game played outdoors. And so this is the St. Louis Blues and the Minnesota Wild at the Minnesota Twins Stadium. It's a pretty cool concept. We've been doing it for like a whole decade now. But this just feels awkward. I have it muted. Who cares? Okay, let's get into the picks now. Fix the camera. There you go. Let's get into the picks now. Falcons, Bills. Bills minus 14.5. I like the Bills to cover. But Jack's lock of the week is that Atlanta covers. And I could see that. This one I was kind of like, meh, Bills. I don't really know. Next game, the New York Giants against the Chicago Bears in what we like to call a Sunday snoozer. Hey, what? Oh, the Giants and Bears are playing the Bears minus 6. I'm taking the Giants to cover that, actually, but I like the Bears to win. I just don't think the Bears are 6 points better than anyone, personally. Like, that's just my thing. I think the Bears win it, and it's like 5. It's not like stressful, maybe, but like they just win by like 5 or something. I don't know. But Mason's lock of the week is Chicago Bears money line. I like that. Let's go into the next game. This one's a good one. Chiefs, Bengals. Bengals plus 4. I like the Chiefs to cover and win this one. And so does Caden. That is his lock of the week. I agree with Caden there. Raiders, Colts. Colts minus 8. The Colts are on fire right now. I like the Colts to win this game pretty easily. Colts minus 8. Colts minus 8. Let's go into the Jags and Patriots. 2 locks of the weeks here. Patriots minus 16.5. That is a lot of points. Rookie quarterbacks against Bill Belichick. We all know this story. Patriots at home off a bad loss. Give me the Pats to absolutely destroy them. And 2 of my friends agree. Luke's lock of the week. Jags under 14 points. Jags under 14 points. I agree with him. I don't think they might score 10 maybe. And Coop's lock of the week, Pat's money line. I mean, no duh, but whatever. Oh, Justin Morneau is at this game. Famous Twins player. Oh, look, all the famous. Yeah, Joe Mauer's here. Wow. Yeah, I don't know who that is. Kent Herbeck. Oh, he's a 2-time champ with the Twins. I didn't even know the Twins won World Series. I thought they were just kind of a joke. I don't know. See, like my thing with the Winter Classic is like, so like at a football stadium, it makes sense because football and hockey have like the similar stadium structure. At a baseball field, like, look, like, well, You guys can't look. I'm an idiot. But like imagine sitting in the outfield. The hockey rink is like in the diamond. Like you can't see worth a crap. Like at least in a football field, it's kind of the similar structure to a hockey stadium. Baseball, it's nothing like it. See, I think they should have had this game at the Minnesota Gopher Stadium because the Vikings are too scared to play outside. Yeah, it is colder than hell there. Man, you got to cover up your ears there, sir. Miko Koivu's there. Very good wild play. He looks older than hell. That man retired like 2 years ago. What? Whatever. Nobody cares about this. Why am I still talking about it? Okay, Bucks Jets and another Sunday snoozer. Bucks Jets plus 13. Give me the Bucks to cover and win because the Jets are terrible. Eagles in Washington, pretty important game for the Eagles to get it done here. I like the Eagles to get it done here, and the spread is 4.5 points towards the Eagles, and I like the Eagles to cover that. Eagles by more than 4.5. What's this guy talking? No, stop talking. Stop talking about the Winter Classic. Nobody cares, okay? Nobody cares. You got that? Just saw me have a crisis. Swag. Let's go Ravens plus 6. Okay, so Lamar's coming back from what I've heard from my friend who's a Ravens fan, Kate. Ravens plus 6. If Lamar's there, and it's in Baltimore against the Rams, I like the Ravens to cover. I don't know if they'll win. They've played good teams really close at home. They played Huntley's going to play, though. Huntley's back for sure. I like the Ravens to still, even if it's Huntley, I still like the Ravens to cover. Just kind of like similar with that Packers game situation. Maybe they don't win, but they are going to give it their best because they have to win this game, and the Rams really don't. So I like the Ravens to cover cover 6 points. Broncos Chargers minus 7.5 points. Give me the Chargers to win this one, and by more than 7.5. What? No. Shout out to the Chargers for losing against the Texans. It really helped the Steelers out. Appreciate that, my guy, Jay Herbie. But I like them to smoke the Broncos. Drew Lock blows. 49ers Texans. Speaking of those Texans, you know what? I actually have to apologize to someone. Davis Mills, sir. I'm very sorry. I was mean to you. You don't know who I am. I barely know who you are. But I would just like to apologize to you because I was kind of a jerk to you. I said, you look like a giraffe. I still think that's the case. And I was talking a bunch of trash. He can play. He can play, guys. He can play. So with that being said, 49ers minus 12.5. Give me Millsy and the Texans to cover, eh? I actually picked the Niners on my sheet, but I'm changing that to the Texans. Let me do that real quick. Let me change that up real quick. Put the mic right here where you belong. Look at this. You guys get to see. This is the office right here. You get some, this is a good setup. It actually has, there's, a setting behind it. You can actually see there's something entertaining to look at a little bit. It's not like my apartment's bathroom door and the side of my TV. Let's see here. 49ers Texans is where we were at. Cardinals Cowboys. Pretty good game. Cowboys minus 6. I like the Cardinals to cover because I don't think the Cowboys are 6 points better than the Cardinals, but give me the Cowboys to win closely. I like the Cardinals to cover 6 points, though. Panthers Saints minus 6.5. I don't know about you guys, but I haven't been following the Saints quarterback situation. All I know is that if Ian Book is starting, no team with Ian Book starting should be favored by 6.5 points. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say Taysom Hill's back. We got some action here. Let's see. I wonder if the Rose Bowl's back on. Let's see if the Rose Bowl's back on, folks. I think Justin's betting the over. 93.5 at the moment. Oh, it's that commercial. No. But Panthers, Saints minus 6.5. So I'm gonna guess Taysom Hill's back. I don't care. Panthers cover. Maybe Saints win. I don't know who wins that, but Panthers cover that. Lions, Seahawks minus 7.5. What's going on, Seattle? What's going on? Pete, let me tell you this. Pete Carroll or Russell Wilson, one of them's gone after this year. I don't know who that's going to be. I'm not sure. I'd like to think that it's going to be Pete Carroll and that they will find a way to make Russ stay. But I'm not sure. Seahawks minus 7.5. They're not 7.5 points better than anyone. Lions cover that. Seahawks win, maybe. Vikings, Packers minus 13. Kirk's fat dumpy. He tested positive for COVID. Kirk Cousins on the COVID list. I mean, he's not vaccinated. I don't mean to get political, but if you're not vaccinated, you're going to get COVID at some point, especially if you get tested every single day. You are eventually going to test positive, and that is exactly what happened to Kirk Cousins, as it happened to Carson Wentz, which I completely forgot about when I picked Colts minus 8, but I'm still rocking with it. Packers minus 13. Give me the Packers to win by a lot. Okay, folks. This is just so sad. Let's get into it. Monday night, the Browns and the Steelers. Steelers plus 3.5. Big Ben Roethlisberger's last home game in Pittsburgh. Whew. Gave me the chills. This terrible towel back here was from a game in 2007. In this game in 2007, this kid right here was 7 years old. And speaking of 7, there was a young quarterback in his 4th season who ran for 7 in his longest career run for a touchdown. He ran 31 yards against the Browns. It was my first ever Steeler game. It was my first ever trip to Pittsburgh. Now, here's another thing about Big Ben Roethlisberger's career in Pittsburgh. Over the course of his whole career, he has done 2 things better than anyone else, and it's not debatable. He has beaten the Browns more than anyone else, and he's won on Monday Night Football more than anyone else. And that got me thinking, wouldn't it just be poetic justice if the Steelers got clapped by the Browns in Ben's last home game? The team he has never lost to in the regular season at home, the Browns. The playoff game, that counts, but he's never lost in the regular season at home to the Browns. His record on Monday Night Football is insane. I have to look it up. It's insane. It's like 18-3 or something. Like, it's insanely good. And I was thinking, what if they just lost? Ben's last game ever. Maybe this is the way it's supposed to end. Maybe this is how it ends here. Maybe there wasn't some heroic thing. Maybe he shouldn't have come back from last year. And maybe the Steelers go out on Monday Night Football. They start off the game strong. They end the game strong. And then we take the win. We cover 3.5 points. Then the next week, we beat the Ravens. And then Ben trottles out there like the hero he is and takes us all the way to the Super Bowl. And then Pittsburgh goes to the Super Bowl. And then Pittsburgh wins the Super Bowl. And then Big Ben Roethlisberger retires as Steelers legend. Now, even if he... I'm sorry. He's going to retire as Steelers legend. I'm just kidding. But listen. There is no way in hell I'm picking the Browns to win this game. Like, there's just no way in hell. Okay. It's not going to happen. And Ben agrees. Pitt covers. That's his lock of the week. I agree with you, Ben. 3.5 points. The Steelers have played terrible, but Ben is going to bring it. And if those Steelers cannot get excited to play in Ben Roethlisberger's last ever game in the stadium he basically built himself, oh boy, we're in for a long, long road after Big Ben Roethlisberger leaves. So if none of that happens, great, whatever. But it will. Steelers plus 3.5. Steelers win and cover. Now let's get into the big bet. The big bet of the week. It's the best segment. It's the segment everybody loves so very much. Big bet, all caps when you spell it. Don't spell it any other way. Like MF Doom, the illest villain, all caps when you spell the man's name. Now, there's one team that is on a pretty good win streak here. They started off with a pretty bad losing streak. That is the Miami Dolphins. They are going into Tennessee to play the Titans that I do not care for whatsoever. Titans minus 3.5 over the Dolphins. The big bet is missed on the last 3 picks. We're 0-3, but Luke, we're the Bills. We're losing 4 in a row. We're losing 4. We're going to get swept here, Luke. No, we're not. Dolphins are winning this. Big bet's going to hit. Big bet returns. The big bet is Dolphins by 2 over the Titans. And 2 of my friends' locks of the week, Justin's lock of the week and Garrett's lock of the week, Miami money line. So we're all riding with the Dolphins. I'm riding with the Dolphins. Luke, most importantly, is riding with the Dolphins. Bam. Hammer time. Big bet. Let's go. Oh, the Rose Bowl is now starting again. And that is the end of this episode. I'm very sorry that the last episode wasn't on YouTube. It's on Spotify. It's on all the everything except freaking Apple Music, because Apple Music sucks. And I needed my computer was out of date with the stupid software. Yeah. I'm like, I don't care about you then. I don't need you. Like, I don't need you. Nobody, all my listenings that aren't from YouTube are from Spotify anyway. Like, I don't care about you. But yeah, so I'm sorry about that. It was a pretty good episode too. We had so many camera problems. The SD cards, the media wouldn't work together. It was a whole mess. And I was editing on Christmas Day. I'm like, just stop. What are you doing? Like, who cares? It's okay. So that is that story. So that is it for this episode. I hope you guys had the best 2021, and I wish you all a great 2022. Let's kick it off with a bang. Next week, I said this week, I believe, would be the award show. That will be next week. Coop will be back with me. Hopefully, my other friends will make some appearances when they get their awards, if they win some. So yes, that is it for this episode. Thank you for all the support you have shown me throughout the year. I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. So happy New Year, and have a great rest of your day, and have a great weekend watching football. Bye-bye. This is always, I gotta see, I say bye, but then it's like I gotta come press the stop button. Okay, bye.